Hello! Yesterday I had the great pleasure of going to Sheffield and the great ant exhibition run by Tom from Ants on a Rock. And basically these are the pickups that I got, and Michael got a load more. We've got all sorts all over the place that have already put away or put in enclosures, etc. blah blah blah. But I'll just do a quick rundown of who we met, what it was like, and everything else. Jackie from JG Cats and Things came with us. We picked her up and we went to Sheffield. We struggled getting in there because Sheffield United was playing at home at Bramall Way. So that was fun for the traffic. And then we had a nightmare finding somewhere to park, so we dropped all the girls off. We had our wives with us and Jackie as well. So we dropped the girls off and they went and did their thing at the show. And Michael and I drove around Sheffield for quite some time looking for somewhere to park, and we failed miserably. We couldn't find anywhere, so we came back to the show and swapped with the girls, and they drove around Sheffield looking for somewhere to park, which they found quite quickly, which is really annoying. Just proves the way things are. Anyway, we finally got in there about 1 o'clock, and by the time we said hello to people, it was getting on quite late, and we didn't get everything we wanted to get, but we did get quite a few things, so let's not pretend we didn't. Basically, we met Thomas there, Ants on a Rock, Dino, hello Dino, and Dino also gave me this, which is something I use, or I've been using a strawberry flavour. He's giving me a different flavour. This is the ant candy. And this is what you give ants for their sugar rush, which I've since found. Isopods quite happy with it, beetles are quite happy with it, millipedes like it, and mantis like it. Mantis seem to love it, in fact. So what I've done is replaced their honey treat with an Ant on the Rock treat, because this is a special formula designed by Thomas and some researchers at university. And it includes things like protein, etc., which of course honey doesn't. So this is much better than giving honey as a treat, because you're actually giving them protein as well as a sugar rush, a bit of a sugar kick that they love it. They absolutely adore this stuff. It's a little harder to give them than honey, but you can actually feed them like a baby cow. After a second, they might go, "Oh, what the hell are you doing?" But if you put this in front of their face, take the top off there, they will quite actually just lick the end of it. Well, lick it, they don't have tongues, but they will actually do what they do with it. I don't know what you'd call that, but you call that when mantis do that. I don't know. Bristle it? Something like that. Anyway, they love it, so that's great. And we also met Kat, who terrified me when we walked in. She knew who I was. I had one of these on, of course. She knew who I was. I had no idea who she was. So she terrified me. She bounced on me and said hi. We also met Sharon, Love Bites, if you know who that is. And Ashley from Manchester Mantis, along with Jan Williams, who if you go on Mitch's streams, you'd probably see Jan loads of times. She's the Welsh one. Yeah, seriously Welsh she is. She's cool also, so that's great. Michael from Mantis NI, of course. We knew he was going to be there. Spoke to him before we even set off, and he did me a proper solid. I ended up with one single female cryptic mantis, or Sibylla preciosa here. And he's brought me a male. So he brought me an adult male, which is awesome. So I'm going to be doing videos, hopefully soon, pairing these guys up. This is quite a fresh molt, I believe Michael tells me, so might have to wait a little while before he's in active service, shall we say. But either way, he's definitely on the list. I just hope that she continues to survive. She's only laid one ooth at the moment, 2 ooths at the moment, maybe 3, I don't know. I've slept since then. So they usually have a lot more in them. so between 15 and 20 ooths for a cryptic mantis. So she's way off her limit. So that'd be great. That's going to be a good future video, I hope. Right, I'll start with what I did get, which was very quickly. These from Cambridge Nutrition. He had lots and lots of stuff, bug jelly, or beetle cups, whatever you want to call them. I thought the thing that attracted me the most was probably this. The wife spotted this. This is fish flakes, which I use a hell of a lot of for the isopods and for springtails. They don't have to go through this stuff. So this was quite cheap. And then these 3 for a tenner sort of thing, because he was just running out the door packing the car up when I got to see him. So I only got one lot of everything. I should have got more really. But I'll find their website, put in a link in the description below as usual, and I'll go get more. Oh, while you're down and looking at the links in the description, don't forget to subscribe and maybe like this video and maybe drop us a comment. Thanks. Also got several bags of corkback. Now, I don't know about you, where you live, but where I live, a little one piece of corkback, like, I don't know, like this, and probably about 3-4 quid maybe, for the pet shop. But this entire bag was like 4 quid, so of course, got 2 of them. I'm going to send one of these off, link to Leon, or at least some of it, if not all, in Scotland. Is my friend who won my prize on Mitch's 25 Days of Christmas, and since which we've been in constant contact with, really. So he's going to be getting to that. And also, where are you? This guy, I think it's this guy, which is an Idola Mantis, Devil's Flower Mantis. He asked me to pick him one up if I found one. And luckily, Mantis and I had one. Nice to meet you, Michael, if you're watching this video, and your wife, and your daughter, which got stolen by my friend's wife. Yeah. So, Idola Mantis there for Leon, so he's going to be getting them sometime this week, I hope. I'm going to check the weather and check Royal Mail, making sure they're not doing anything silly again. Now, I did get some extra Mantis. We've got a lot more Mantis than this. Mike's got some. Some are put in enclosures already because they looked a bit bare, and I just not got around to doing the rest, which I will make probably a quick video of, just putting them in random things. But this is going to be a breeding project between my friend Michael and myself, and we also got something from Manchester Mantis, which I thought was awesome, that I've never seen for sale in the UK, ever. And I've obviously never had one for that reason. And this is the Tenedora, which is the Chinese mantis, which is the one the Americans complain about so much. It's also the biggest mantis in the world, which can grow. I think the record was 7.02 inches, something like that. You have to check that. You can Google that yourself. I'm just going off the top of my head. But yeah, we bought them all, basically. Whatever he had on the table, we bought. And Michael's took some, and I've got some. I haven't got the space for everything at the moment because I'm expecting a hell of a lot of mantis to be popping out of my Kirby eye shortly. So to have no room would not be a good idea in that position. So Michael's got a house full as well now of mantis. He only started the hobby in September, yes. I bought him a giant Asian for his birthday, and his wife got a nice lovely big enclosure and everything, which we tarted up and put the mantis in and gave him for his birthday. And now he's turned to the dark side and he has 20 plus mantis, so it didn't take very long. He's absolutely fallen in love with them, as you would too if you don't have a mantis, but you've thought about it. I suggest you go and get one. Because they are fantastic little creatures. I also got, because it was lastminute.com for Mitch, and he was packing the car up as we speak, as we went down there, I just threw some money at him and said, give us a bunch of mantis, mate, for a breeding project. So he's given me some of a Mantis zebrata, which are the zebra mantis. They're lovely little mantis. I might put a picture here somewhere of an adult zebra mantis back in final, because I ain't got any. So I've got 5, maybe 6 of these, I don't know, something like that. He chucked a load in because he's dead nice. You know what Mitchie's like, he's soft. So he's all squishy around the edges. It's really good. And I think there was a Mitch as well. He's put some deadleaf mantis in as well. I say deadleaf, I'm not saying the scientific name because they're not labelled and they're too small for me to tell you what they are. The zebratas are easy, but these guys could be one of a bunch. So Deraplatis is something, I'm guessing. I'll have to ask Mitch because he already removed all the labels, so I have no idea what they are. And I wasn't even looking when he put these in the bag. I didn't know what he's put in the bag for me. My wife picked these up, and my wife's friend, not me. Michael at Mantis and I, we did the similar sort of thing. And he's given me a bunch of ghost mantis to add to my other ghost mantis. So I'll have a nice little breeding colony going there. Michael also, not that Michael, but the Michael I know, my friend, he taken home some Paraspendale finis, which are woodwing mantis. And he got some, I think he got some giant Asian mantis. And I swear there was more mantis than that. I can't remember which ones they are. It was quite an hectic day. We bought a mantis off almost everybody who was selling the mantis, and also isopods, Seville's Michael bought, not me. He got some Seville's, even more springtails. I got some more dubia roaches to chuck in the box, spice up the old colony, and the wife even bought some things, not alive, but she did buy some stuff. She bought little 3D printed skulls from Mantis and I think it was. Mantis and I. And we saw loads of other stuff there. I mean, there was lots of non-living invert stuff there. There was Yaz from Not the Exotics. He had his needle felt stuff there, which I did take some footage of that, and I'm gonna use that in another video, along with hopefully with Gav. If you don't know Gav's from Unseen Universe, and he makes these wooden creations. They're just brilliant. They're just inverts out of wood, and they are so sexy you would never believe it. So I'm hoping to get some footage of Gav, or at least some photographs of him, of some of the things he's made and some of the things he's making or whatever he's got. And put them in a video with other non-invert things, because there's Daisy and Purple Geckos, which I failed to actually meet because it was so late by the time we got there and gone around the people we really needed to see for the stuff we wanted to buy, that I never actually got to meet her and talk to her about her stuff. So I might even contact her and ask her if she's got a bit of video stuff she's got, because she makes some awesome things. You'll know that if you went on Mitch's stream at Christmas, and if you didn't, why not? If you should go on Mitch's streams at Christmas, 25 days of Psycho Santa, well worth it. Right, I think that is about it. That's all I really wanted to talk about today. I did want some ants when I got there, but unfortunately the ants that I wanted had been sold, so I couldn't get the ants I wanted, so I have not much ant stuff to talk about in this one at all. But I hopefully will be picking some up, and will be doing a future video of the ants I wanted. I will be making an ant related video, which will be a top 10 ants thing that I've researched with Thomas from Ants on a Rock, and also with another guy you probably wouldn't know on Discord, which I'll tell you his name when I do the thing, because it's a crazy weird name. And yeah, that's about it. So give us a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.